Right, just get the rain off my glasses. My word, sudden turn in the weather, isn't it? So yeah, it's been a hectic weekend. So weekend, sort of end of the week weekend, but so yeah, hopefully I'll get it done today. My final review on this, which has just been buzzing at me with a notification that I've just used Apple Pay to pay for my chicken. I wasn't around yesterday to catch my butcher. Now, basically the entire weekend has been, well, the end of the week. What happened was we've had the grandkids around a lot more, obviously, because they've been off school and that. And my youngest grandson had some stuff put on for head lice. It's been going around the schools. It's been absolutely rife in this area at the minute. A lot of school kids been getting it, and of course with kids it's insane. And I can't remember which one it was, whether it was Lyclear or Hedrin, I think, or whatever. He had that on his head anyway, and everything was all fine and what have you, until he had his head washed. Had it washed off in the shower, and somehow some of it had migrated into his eyes. Now his left eye was giving him a lot of problems. He was rubbing at it all the time, until eventually it crescendoed to where he couldn't stop crying. I mean, he's only 2, so and well, actually it's his birthday Monday tomorrow, but yeah, so I took him to the doctors with his mum. Obviously fighting a child at that age to allow somebody to squirt some brown crap in their eye and shine a light in it ain't easy. So I went in and we had to sort of, you've got to, unfortunately for the greater good, you've got to pin them and put up with the fact that you've upset them. So anyway, that was done. The doctor couldn't see anything serious, but obviously that's as far as they can go. So then it was a case of he had to go to A&E, which his dad took him in the end. By the time I'd finished, had tea and what have you, that was it. I mean, I was supposed to be getting this review up and finished Friday. It's been too hectic to even sort of answer the email to the guy who's been expecting it, poor chap, I do apologise to him. So yeah, basically his dad took him to A&E. They went to Scarborough. I would have personally gone to Hull because they've all been dealt with in the one hospital, really. But basically ended up at Scarborough, and then from there they sent him to York, and then he had to go back, and his dad was, basically my son was working Saturday. I mean, he works for a carpet shop and carpet rights, so therefore he was out measuring on Saturday. So basically it was down to me then to run him back to York. So, and yes, I know, Mr. Cooper, you're in York today, hopefully seeing your family, but I was there yesterday at the hospital, which is a bit of a nightmare to get to from here, as you've got to go, well, you haven't got to, you can cut through on some of the back roads. It doesn't always save you that much time, but of course you've got holiday traffic going on at the minute as well, so you have to sort of go to the south side of York where we are, where you sort of, east, south of York, follow some of the A64 around and then cut in through the back of York to get to the hospital. But anyway, got there, and basically pretty much that was the best part of my day gone. Get up, gone. You only need sort of like a couple of hours waiting. I mean, the NHS in this country is a real mess. Not enough spending on it, basically. But yeah, eventually they've had a look. They've said book an appointment for Friday. but if it's all sorted by then, just ring up and cancel. So it should be all sorted by then. He was happy. We had to sort of pin him again a bit for that, but that was all done. So yeah, it's been quite eventful, really. So yeah, so I wasn't around for my butcher, so I missed my meat slot. So I've just had to be going to town and get what I could from where I could, because Tesco's is shut with it being Easter Sunday. Which reminds me, happy Easter, everybody. So yeah, although the grandkids aren't coming today, with there being birthday tomorrow, they're going to come and do it all tomorrow, basically. So yeah, April's a busy month with birthdays for us, pretty damned hectic. And of course, as you ease off from all that roughing around and what have you, it's the weather turns to crap, doesn't it? So I mean, it's not chucking it down, but it's, you know, it's just not brilliant, is it? So anyway, how are you guys? I hope you're all well. What's this? What on earth has he got on the back of there? He's obviously he's obviously doing a bit of camping and what have you. It's a guy on a push bike, but of course it's got rain sheets on everything. So basically, you've just got this bright yellow, what looks like a mushroom, riding along. He's yeah, because he's got saddlebags and everything on, and backpack, and it's all covered in yellow rain sheeting. So dear me, still got a little bit of mucus on the chest and what have you. As you can see, I've had my ears lowered. That was done last night. I'd had enough and started it myself and hacked into it. And then basically what happened was the wife's carer turned up, and the wife promptly asked her if she would finish it. So it doesn't take long, you know. It's just a number 4 guard and buzz it all over basically, and then I tidy up with the razor and clippers just before I get in the shower. Always cut your hair before having a shower, because those little bits of hair play absolute havoc on your skin. Itchy as hell. So yeah, so it's been fun so far. Let's see how the rest of this bank holiday goes, eh? Right, so that's tea well and truly underway now. What have we got? Yeah, I mean, it should be ready in about half an hour to an hour, something like that. So yeah, still haven't gone upstairs and done this video, but I am going to. I've decided I am going to get it done today. As soon as I've got that little bit of time free to go and do it. So it's a little, that's better. It's yeah, the light's not good at the minute. It's not a good day for light, really. So yeah, but I don't know, it's just been one of those weekends, you know, playing online for more jobs and stuff like that. What I really need to do actually is sit down and take the time to do a CV. I've got to go and really sort of, the thing is, you see, I'm 50. I have never done a CV. I've never been in that situation of hunting for a job the modern way. So, and they all want CVs now. You know, I mean, I left school at 17. You know, I could have left at 16, but I decided to stay another year. And I left at 17 and went straight into a job. And when I got laid off from that, I was in another job within about 4 or 5 months. And it was always like, you know, I mean, when I left that first job for the first time, I literally on my way home called in at another place, showed my face, introduced myself, and I left him my details, and that guy, as it happens, rang me up a couple of months later, and I went on like that, and that was how it went. You know, you literally found out from the newspapers that there were jobs going, and you called in, you know, or you rang them up or something. So it's like, I've now got to go and find all like my school exam certificates, which I'll have somewhere, but I've never needed them. You know, it was like none of them have really been ever needed to be seen. So, you know, I've got to find all that, and then a lot of them want, when you write down your CV, they want to see 0 gaps. So if you had a moment of unemployment, you've got to put that in. It's just chaos. So then that's the modern way. They want to see it on paper, isn't it? I mean, the thing is though, you can have it written down on paper that you're the cleverest bloke in the universe, but when you turn up to do that job, it doesn't mean you're going to be able to do it, and it doesn't even mean that the people there are going to take to you as a person. So, you know, it's the whole job satisfaction thing in the modern day, it's just totally gone. You know, it's like people basically just get on with their job, whether they like the people around them or not, or get on with them or not. You know, I've worked in places where nobody even talks to you. You're just there to do a job, and that's all there is to it. And it's, yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just lost all its friendliness, the work environment these days, in a lot of ways. I know, not totally across the board, you know, there are many that still do have that ethos, and it should still exist. It's just, I don't know, it's one of those things, it has changed a lot over the years, and it's so long since I was in that situation. So, but yeah, I am going to definitely have to sit down and do a CV, and just like I said, I'm going to have to go and dig out all my certificates, because I can't even remember a lot of what I got. You know, I can remember 1 or 2 of them, but you know, I've just no idea. So I'm going to have to go and dig them all out, because of course they want to know what exam you took, the grade that you came out with, and it's just, I haven't needed it, you know. So yeah, it's going to be a big learning curve for me, I think. So it's either that, or I'm still plugging away at the older way as well, sort of thing. You know, what you see in the newspapers, what you see online, what you hear by word of mouth. You know, you say to people, you know, if you hear of any jobs going, let me know, that sort of thing. You know, I'll find something. You know, it might not be a good job, but anything will do, just to sort of, you know, it'll get you on that ladder of you earning some money, while maybe you even look for something that you would prefer to do. So, but anyway, I mean, I'm waiting for another one to come back to me, but again, it's sort of like, you know, you write in the comment section, you know, my apologies for not having a CV sort of thing. I've never had to do one. You know, and just explain where you come from, what you've done, you know, and what sort of experience you've got, really. You know, that's what it comes down to. And I would put experience over the paperwork of these school leavers any time, I really would. But anyway, we'll see how it goes with that sort of thing. There's a fine balance sometimes with your potatoes between boiling over and pouring starch all over your cooker top and putting the flame out, and actually just not cooking. Grandkids will all be here tomorrow. Like I say, it's my grandson's 2nd birthday. And of course, all the kids will turn up and we'll do the whole Easter thing, because you see, he'll have a birthday tea here, so. And there's a point, actually. I'm going to have to go and get some bread buns and what have you for sandwiches and stuff. That'll be good fun. Buttering 1,000 bread buns. Oh dear, now's when I could do with that Jesus guy here, and feeding everybody with, what was it, 2 herbs and 3 fish or something, I don't know. But so last night I had chicken and bacon wraps, actually. The youngest son cooked for me for a change, actually, which was a nice change. Quite like wraps, actually. It makes a nice change. I mean, I know it's just, at the end of the day, it's just a sandwich, but yeah, we usually have chicken, bacon, mayonnaise, and then a bit of lettuce or tomato or something like that. And they're very tasty, actually. You know, you just chop your chicken and grill some bacon. It's one of those easy things for, you know, when you've had a busy day or something like that, which of course yesterday was. You know, the last thing I wanted was to come home and start cooking a meal or anything. And of course, you know, the carers are sort of, I mean, we had one who actually kindly stayed well over time yesterday, looking after the wife and what have you, while I was still down at the hospital with the grandson. But yeah, chaotic times. But then I think they're always chaotic around here. I can't remember the last time there wasn't any chaos. So yeah, I've still got I've got, so like I said, there's this review here for this EMEA wristband, which pretty accurate actually, well worth its money. But like I say, there'll be a review video up on the tech channel soon for that. It's going to be quite in depth actually, because obviously there's an app on the phone that goes with it and everything. It's like a third-party app. It's not really just for this band. It's made obviously for a whole group of them. So. But, so yeah, it's going to be a reasonably in-depth video, and then I've still got a couple of things that have turned up just recently. I've got another couple of things turning up, though obviously they'll turn up Tuesday probably now, with it being the holiday, Tuesday or Wednesday, even though they're on Prime, of course. You know, it depends. They might turn up the Monday, but I doubt it. And like I say, I've had a couple more things in recently, and I've still got another 3 items or so upstairs to sort of crack on and get the final part done, sort of thing, you know. So still fairly busy with that, really. Busy in that sense. Just not busy enough in a full-time job. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with my tea. So, I've just done it, the review video, twice. I forgot to turn the mic on. Oh dear. It suddenly sort of dawned on me right at the end of finishing it. I was just starting to sort of like unclip the mic and stuff, and I thought, I didn't have that turned on, did I? So I went and checked the footage. No sound. So basically, I've done it twice. Dear me. The trials and tribulations of doing video reviews and vlogs, eh? Dear, got a bit of a dodgy throat now. But anyway, it's done. The footage is on that camera right there. I'm about to pull that out now and go downstairs, finish editing this for you guys, because I love you so much, and then basically get on to editing the other one. It's going to be a huge session of just edit. What's that? Oh dear. Notifications. That's alright, it's Facebook. I've turned that off on the wrist. I just wonder why it didn't buzz. So yeah, it's been quite a day. Hope you like the artistic flair being added to my meal there. Couldn't help myself, it just sort of popped in there and I thought, yeah, I'll use that. But yeah, it's getting a bit dark and even more miserable outside right now. Very wet. I hope you're going to pick that up. We better do. Looks like he's going to. Can't be doing with owners that let the dogs crap right outside the house and then don't pick it up. But yeah, they're sorting it anyway, so they're good dog owners. I don't mind that so much. But yeah, I keep meaning to pop up there actually. I remember the cranes were up a while back. They were doing the building work up at the wreck. I keep meaning to pop back up and see how it's gotten on actually. I don't know if it's finished yet. I know they're building a new recreation ground, clubhouse and that. And then of course they've got this mast that's supposed to be going up for, I'm assuming it's going up for telecom and whatever, but it may not be. Because there is a bloke locally, or localish to us, who he actually used to be one of my brother's friends when he was a lot younger, who does these masts for Wi-Fi. So basically, once he's got that mast up, he can then come and charge you an install fee here, and you get your internet basically completely wirelessly. quite a good setup by all accounts. Actually, I know some people were using it on Kellythorpe where I was working. That because obviously the internet up there is absolutely terrible speeds, and they were getting damn good speeds out of it from what I can gather. There's a few ways of doing it whereby you can buy a main mast and you get the full install cost of that, and then you get the basically the lion's share of the bandwidth, and then you get a discount for everybody that wants to basically buy a bit of the Wi-Fi space off it. That's how it works. It works something like that anyway. So, but yeah, I finally got that video done. That was what I really came up for. I needed to get that done. So hopefully I'll have better news for you next week. I won't hold my breath though. But although I'm supposed to be talking to somebody on Tuesday about a car. Somebody was selling a car, but I was waiting for it to be MOT'd. It's getting MOT'd apparently this Tuesday, so I will message them on Tuesday night and find out how things went. If that went okay, then I'll be going to look at a car somewhere and take it for a drive and see how it goes. If it's better than mine, it'll do. So anyway guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because I've got lots of editing to do and I don't want to take up any more of your precious Easter time. So do take care of yourselves and I'll see you all next week. Cheers guys, see you.